there's more rebates back for the player, a lot more incentives as far as property-wide discounts, and a resort like Galaxy will offer quite a wide range of products which your same loyalty program works through, to the cinema,
Sure.
to the restaurants, to the shops. So it's a one-stop shop to keep the players in your property. So yeah, it's a very growing market there.
Okay. Sabi, IGT has some great systems linking both tables and slots in terms of rating the players. Is that widespread here in Macau, or is it really just getting underway?
No, I think it's widespread, but the adoption rate, as Peter was saying, on tables is so much lower than predominantly what you see in most other markets. The recognition piece and the loyalty and the different tiering system is an important aspect, culturally as well. So that's the big challenge I think operators will have, is how do you bring more and more individuals from a table games perspective to try and be members. And when you think about the average individual, we were doing some analysis. Most of the people who come to Macau on average spend 23 hours here, right? They're not the big resort individuals who are coming for 5 or 6 days. So when you've got individuals who are really staying such a short period, the important thing is trying to, why should they come to your property for 23 hours compared to everybody else's? So it does require things like, the player card, or the different programs and everything, to make sure that you can attract those individuals. So, it's absolutely key.
Okay. Peter, when you recognize a player comes into your property who's a registered player, do you have the option to offer them special incentives while they're here, in terms of, maybe some cash back or
yeah, we have dedicated teams that work on player marketing from the moment they enter or the moment they step off the ferry, really. The known players, sorry, I'm going to stop this later, driving us mad. So the players are, we know when the players are arriving, and our marketing teams are geared up to cater to those players on each different levels, to the personalised service at the top, right down to the sort of mass market promotions.
So you do try to actually personalize the service, and it's not just a message that flashes up on the screen?
Depending on the level of player and the card tier, the top 2 tiers are very personal. They have their own hosts, they have their own dedicated person who look after their hotel, their restaurants, their every needs, pretty much.
Okay, great. Ken, a question about the core of the shuffle products, which is the shufflers. There have been some instances here in Macau where shufflers have been tampered with, and they weren't shuffle master shufflers, of course. But is that the reason that people should buy from a reputable company rather than try to go on the cheap?
Sounds like a really good idea to me. There are. People think that we're the only shuffler company in the world. There are other shufflers out there. They often don't have the integrity that our shufflers do. This company, or originally Shuffle Master, and then Shuffle Entertainment, it's been something like just over 30 years, and it started as a shuffler company. A gentleman out in the Midwest of United States invented the thing, and over the years we spent a lot of money in the R&D and developing and making sure that our shufflers are the best and with the highest integrity in the world. They're complicated. When you take the covers off the things, you look inside, the number of moving parts, and just incredible. We cover them with patents, and because everyone's obviously out there trying to copy them. But the integrity of a shuffler is really important. Imagine on a high rollers table, and you've got $1 million on the deck, and you've got 2 cards come out at once. Well, you're going to lose that player straight away. Right. Those things have got to be working, they've got to be right, they've got to have integrity, and they've got to be maintained.
Okay. I've got a couple more questions. We have about 10 minutes left. I want to throw it open to the audience. If anybody has any questions, just put your hand